Have you ever been put in charge of something? Did you know that the Bible actually tells us something that God has put us in charge of? Let's go see what it is. Imagine your friend has something special and they let you borrow it. How would you treat it? You'd probably treat it really carefully, right? Did you know that there's something that belongs to God that He has put us in charge of? And that's what our new verse talks about today. Psalm 8, 6 through 8 says, "You have made him to have dominion over the works of your hands. You have put all things under his feet, all sheep and oxen, even the beasts of the field, the birds of the air, and the fish of the sea that pass through the paths of the sea." Dominion is another way of saying put in charge of. God puts humans in charge of the works of His hands, which are the things that He created. He created the animals and fish and birds and lots of other things too, but He put us in charge of them. Let's go learn the hand motions to these verses.
Psalm 8, 6 through 8.
Psalm 8, 6 through 8.
You have made him to have dominion
You have made him to have dominion
over the works of your hands.
over the works of your hands.
You have put all things
You have put all things
under his feet.
under His feet. All right, let's stop there and say that part before we go on to the other parts of the
Yeah,
verse.
because there's 3 whole verses.
Yeah, okay, ready? You have made him to have dominion over the works of your hands. You have put all things under His feet.
All right, you ready to learn the rest?
Yes.
It goes, all sheep
All sheep
and oxen,
and oxen. Moo.
even the beasts of the field,
Even the beasts of the field.
the birds of the air,
The birds of the air
and the fish of the sea
and the fish of the sea
that pass through the paths of the sea.
that pass through the paths of the sea.
Psalm 8, 6 through 8.
Psalm 8, 6 through 8. Wow, that was 3 whole verses, Miss Emily.
Yep.
Now, do you think that we can put them all together now?
All right, let's try.
All right. Psalm 8, 6 through 8. You have made him to have dominion over the works of your hands. You have put all things under his feet. All the sheep and oxen. Moo.
even the beasts of the field,
The birds of the air and the fish of the sea that pass through the paths of the sea. Psalm 8, 6 through 8. God has put us in charge of the things that He has made, but they still belong to God. He has given us a job of taking care of them. So if you're a child of God, I want to challenge you to remember that this world and actually everything you have belongs to God, and He is letting you use them. Then make sure you treat the things that He has given you like they belong to God and use them for His glory. That could be like using your things that you have to help other people rather than just using them for yourself. Now it's time to review our verses.
How should we say our verses, Miss Laura?
Should we say it in like a horse voice?
Sure, how do we do a horse
Okay,
voice?
so get on your horse costume and we're gonna say nay at the end, okay? Ready?
Okay.
Psalm 8, 3 through 8. When I consider your heavens, the work of your fingers, the moon and the stars which you have ordained, what is man that you are mindful of him, or the son of man that you visit him? For you have made him a little lower than the angels, and have crowned him with glory and honor. You have made him to have dominion over the works of your hands. You have put all things under his feet. All sheep and oxen, moo,
even the beasts of the field,
and birds of the air, and the fish of the sea that pass through the paths of the sea. Psalm 8, 3 through 8. Great job, guys. And remember, if you're God's child, now the things that belong to God, you can use them to bring glory to Him.
And if you're not God's child, but you'd like to find out how you can become one, you can watch one of our God's Gift videos.
Bye, guys.
Bye.